In the background of this legal position, now we turn to the facts of the present case. Full stop. The appellant was under suspension from 15 March 1999 to 21st May 1999. Full stop. On attaining the age of superannuation, he retired from services of the respondent corporation on 1st January 2000. Full stop. The London single judge, after considering the rival contentions, disposed of the writ petition, issuing directions to the respondent corporation to settle the full salary and allowances for the period of suspension. Full stop. It is clear from what is extracted above from the order of London single judge that interest on delayed payment of gratuity was denied only on the ground that there was doubt whether the appellant was entitled to gratuity, cash equivalent to leave, etc., in view of divergent opinion of the courts during the pendency of inquiry. Full stop. The London single judge, having held that the appellant was entitled for payment of gratuity, was not right in denying the interest on the delayed payment of gratuity, having due regard to section 7 within brackets 3 of the act. Full stop. It was not the case of the respondent that the delay in the payment of gratuity was due to the fault of the employee and that it had obtained permission in writing from the controlling authority for the delayed payment on that ground. Full stop. As noticed above, there is a clear mandate in the provisions of section 7 to the employer for payment of gratuity within time and to pay interest on the delayed payment of gratuity. Full stop. There is also provision to recover the amount of gratuity with compound interest in case amount of gratuity payable was not paid by the employer in terms of section 8 of the act. Full stop. Since the employer did not satisfy the mandatory requirements of the proviso to section 7 within bracket 3, no discretion was left to deny the interest to the appellant on belated payment of gratuity. Full stop. Unfortunately, the division bench of the High Court, having found that the appellant was entitled for interest, declined to interfere with the order of the London single judge as regards the claim of interest on delayed payment of gratuity only on the ground that the discretion exercised by the London single judge could not be said to the arbitrary. Full stop. In the first place, in the light of what is stated above, the London single judge could not refuse the grant of interest exercising discretion as against the mandatory provisions contained in section 7 of the act. Full stop. The division bench, in our opinion, committed an error in assuming that the London single judge could exercise the discretion in the matter of awarding interest and that such a discretion exercised was not arbitrary. Full stop. In the light of the facts stated and for the reasons aforementioned, the impugned order cannot be sustained. Full stop. Consequently, it is set aside. Full stop. The respondent is directed to pay interest at the rate 10% on the amount of gratuity to which the appellant is entitled from the date it became payable till the date of payment of the gratuity amount full stop. The appeal is allowed accordingly with cost quantified at rupees 10,000 full stop.